Hey, cousin. Happy Juneteenth. How's everybody doing today? I know you said, Ken, it's too early. It is early. It is very early. It is right now 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I was guided to get up, get dressed, and come on live. So today, I really don't have a message, like a specific message, but I did come on to encourage you all because, of course, today is Juneteenth. And, for those of us that are Black or Africans here in America, we have had a long journey. It has been a long journey for us, and it's still a long journey for us. We're still moving forward. We are still doing the things, and it is difficult, and it's very important for us to rest, all right? Those that have come before us, our ancestors and people that have come before us, they did not have the opportunity to rest. And I think we take for granted that we do have the opportunity to rest. I know that we have a lot of goals. We have our money goals and things that we want to do and all these other type of things, but it's so important for us to rest. So I am Marie Moses. A lot of people call me Ken. Everybody know me as your favorite cousin Ken from my previous YouTube channel, Can Be the Light. I am a spiritual wellness practitioner. I am an energy healer, and I am a transformative speaker. Today, I came on with a message. This is just guidance, and whatever comes up, it just comes up. So, like I said, there's nothing that's coming straight to me right now other than the fact that you have to prioritize your rest time. Pay attention to how you feel. Hey everybody coming in. Pay attention to how you feel. Right now is not the time to push yourself. Even though you will get online and everybody has a lot of things to offer you. They're telling you what you need to do. You need to learn this. You need to do this. You need to go here. Okay. It's too much, all right? It's too much, and I'm telling you that this world is changing. It has changed, but it's changing more and more every day. And as the frequency continues to change, we have to learn how to slow down, because if we don't slow down, we will not be able to move forward. Listen to what I'm telling you. When I'm telling you to pay attention to how you feel, your body is telling you that you're working too hard. You are already getting those messages. You already know the people in your life that are stressing you out. And this could be your mother, your father, your children, whoever it is, you know. And if you are not taking the time to disconnect from those people and those behaviors and the things that you're doing, if you're not taking the time to take care of yourself, it's going to be all bad, cousin. I got to tell you the truth. I have to tell you the truth. So many of you know me from my YouTube channel. I was not online for 3 years, almost 4. I took about 4 years off. And a lot of people were like, Ken, where were you at? I was doing so well on YouTube. And, I had the plaque and did all the things. But there came a point in time, and you might see a lot of people that you love, that are influencers that you love, they may start disappearing, or they may have already started to disappear. Or you'll see people with businesses, they'll start closing their businesses down. This is why. I'm telling you why. It's too much pressure. You have too much pressure on you. And in this world that says to continue to keep going and going and going, I'm telling you that Spirit, our Creator, the source, is guiding you to slow down. Because if you're doing all the work, then Spirit cannot move through you in a way, hey, excuse me, whoever you are, you cannot come in here. Okay? And don't interrupt my message. Thank you. All right? So, our Creator is doing things through us, okay? Those of us that are called to build up this new earth, because believe it or not, there is a new earth. And if Spirit cannot move through you, then it's like having a clogged drain, all right? Eventually, everything is just going to back up. And that's what's happening. So you may have symptoms, you may have headaches, you may have backaches, you'll start to have pains, you'll start to feel like you just don't care, you'll start to be rude, snappy, irritated, all these things, okay? These are symptoms that will come before the explosion, all right? So when you see people get online and they're saying all kind of stuff and you like, dang, that was rude, that was this, that was that, you see people start acting out of character. Even in your own life, if you're doing certain things that you normally would not do, thank you for the love. If you're like, dang, I normally wouldn't even act like that, I normally wouldn't even say that. This is what happens before the explosion. All right, thank you. Y'all tap the screen, share the live, y'all know all the things. So I'm your favorite cousin, Ken, and I'm going to tell you, before you get to that point of exploding or tripping out on somebody or just giving up and throwing in the towel and all these things, before you get to that point, all you got to do is just slow down. Every time I go into nature, every time, even if I'm just sunbathing, just sitting in front of the sun like I'm doing right now, I always hear to slow down. Every time. And I know that we have a responsibility, we have a purpose, we have all of these things. But don't forget that you are not the body. You are the soul. Your soul incarnated into this body. And you're having these experiences and you're learning from these experiences, but you came here to grow. And there is a time for you to work and there's a time for you to rest. And some of us have been working for over 20 years straight. Some of us have been working for over 30 years straight, 40 years straight. You've been working. And I just told you that there are ancestors and people who have come before us that have made life easier for us, but we just don't understand that. We don't have that awareness. So if you really want to show your appreciation for those who have come before you, thank you, cousin. If you want to show your appreciation for those that have come before you, your ancestors, then take some time to rest so that you can get spiritually connected to the source, so that you can do what you were created to do. Because there are many women and men that did not get the opportunity to do what they were created to do. Listen to what I'm telling you. You are here at a very, very important time on this planet. And I'm not here to tell you that it's going to be easy, because we know that we all have to go through these cycles of hardship. So our ancestors went through hardship before us, and we're going to go through it too. We have not seen how bad it's going to get. We haven't seen it yet. We have been pacified in many ways. Thank you, cousin. We have been pacified in many ways. We've been given everything that we want. All we got to do is go to the store. We got all this money. We got all this material. We got all these things. And we have been paying attention to all the things that we have. But we have to understand that there has to come a time when we're not going to have all those things. That is what happens. Okay? And now we're learning, those of us who are getting that guidance from spirit, slowing down, taking our time, we're learning how to live off of less. So some of you may even lose your job. Or some of you may even go through, a dry spell in your business, or something may happen, that will have you not to have so many things. And then what do you do? What do you do when you have to give up that business or stop working on that job? What do? You learn how to live off of less, because we don't need so much. We really don't need so much. All we need is enough. Okay? Enough for ourselves and enough to share. That's it. That's it. But we're not satisfied. We're never satisfied. And this is the reason why people are unhappy. This is the reason why. Because you get more and more and more things. You get more and more and more money. You get more and more of the things. And you're still not satisfied, because you don't understand that the things that you get is not just for you. It's not just for you. There are a lot of things that have to be done here on this planet. So those of you that are spiritually connected, you know that. And you get your assignment from Spirit. Spirit will tell you, this is who you are. This is what you came here to do. But you will not know that if you're not slowing down. You won't know that if you don't spend time meditating, going in nature like you hear people saying. You will not know that. You'll keep going day to day in your business. You'll keep going day to day on your job. But you still won't know who you are and what you came here to do. And you'll be, unhappy. But the thing is, I just told you, you are a soul. So all these things that you're working for in this physical, this money and all these things, your soul doesn't need all of that. Your soul needs to grow. So that means that you need to have new experiences. You need to allow yourself the opportunity to grow. And I don't care what it is that you do. Everybody can say, oh no, this is what you do. This is what we know you for. You have to do this. I'm here to tell you that you are going to transform many times throughout your life. You're going to take many different forms. You're going to do many, many, many different things if you allow it. If you allow it. But if you say, no, this is what I have to do. I got to do what I got to do. I got to make my money like this. This is what I have to do. Then you will not grow. You will always stay the same. Thank you. Happy Juneteenth. You will always stay the same. But you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to grow. In every different version of you, you're supposed to be getting better and better and better and better. And your life becomes so much more peaceful and happy because you're connected and aligned with the source. This is what we came here to do, to find our way back to that oneness with our Creator. This is what you came here to do. And you have the opportunity to do it. We're not just the generational curse breakers because we're making $1 million. That doesn't mean anything. Because if you get millions and millions of dollars and you just go and splurge it or throw it up and you do nothing with it, then what does that mean? It doesn't mean anything. Okay? You came here to do some things that your ancestors before you, they were not able to do. But every generation should make it easier for the next. So what you do in your lifetime is going to either make it easier for your children and your grandchildren, or they're going to have to start from ground zero because you did not set them up right. And if you're not growing, I'm just going to tell you the truth. If you're not growing, they're going to have to figure it out. Just like we did, right? We're just figuring it out. Now, true enough, a lot of our ancestors, they didn't have opportunity to learn much. But I'll even say this. Even with, them not knowing so much and not having the books and the smarts and all the knowledge and everything, they still did more than we did. They did. It's crazy. And then we have all the information, all the things, and we still can't get it together. Because we're too busy. We're too busy. We can't think straight. Take some time to think. Slow down. If you're scrolling on this thing all day long, that is messing with your brain. It's messing with your energy. It's messing with you. It's depleting you. It's draining you. And you know that. You know that. You said it's so much more important to grow our soul than the material. That's true. And that is how you find happiness. This is the reason why people are unhappy. Because on a soul level, they're not growing. They're still doing the same things, still responding the same way, still allowing the same things to happen. And we know, our parents, we look at our parents, we love our parents, but just like I know, they have been the same for a long time. And we can look at them and say, we love them, but we wouldn't trade places with them. Why is that? Because they did not grow. They're not growing. They're stuck in their ways. But in our generation, we feel like, what? Even if I am afraid, I'm going to try it and see. Even if I don't know everything, I'm just going to try it and see. And for every one of us that does that, then it helps the other person see, well, if they can do it, I can do it. If they can do it, then I can do it. So do whatever it is that you're being guided to do in your heart and in your soul. Just do it. Just do it. You never know who is watching you. And if nobody else is watching you, your children, they're watching you. You can tell them whatever. Like I could tell my children, you need to eat better. You need to do this. You need to do that. But if I'm sitting up there eating cheeseburger and fries, I can't tell my children that they need to eat better and they need to do better. They have to see me doing that. And my children have seen me transform because I'm not only telling them what to do, but I'm doing it. And a lot of times we're not doing it because we just don't have the time, which boils back to what I'm telling you. You have to have time. You said right. Yes. You said my biggest fans. They are. And they're watching you. Excuse me. Your children, they watch you. And you may think they're not, but they are. And if your children are disrespectful to you, especially ladies out there, if your sons are disrespectful to you, your children are disrespectful, there's a reason why they're like that. They're like that because they need something from you that they're not getting from you. And you feel like, I'm paying the bills, I'm working hard, I'm doing all these things, this and this and that. But what they need from you is not money and not material. That's not what they need from you. They need your time. They need to know that if they come to you, you're not rushing them off to say, well, I got something to do. Or they're not always seeing your back. Oh, I got to go to this meeting. I got to go here and there. I've been there. I worked in corporate for many years. All right. I've had businesses that I've opened and closed and all that type of stuff. And I know the difference between now and being able to be home every single day. I work, but my work does not take up all of my day. I work 2 hours a day. Some days I don't work at all. Because the thing is, once you get into this flow with spirit will help you to create these systems for yourself. And you don't have to always be doing things. Remember, this is a new earth. So you physically doing everything is over. It's over. There's so many ways for you to do what you need to do, and you do not have to be physically present. You can show up like I'm showing up. I show up maybe once a week on live. And I tell all of you all about spiritual alignment class. I say, okay, join us in spiritual alignment class. And then I go over into spiritual alignment class and I'm helping women over there. I don't always have to come on live all the time. Because you plant the seed and spirit is responsible for the growth. Not you. Not you. So that idea that you have, follow that. Because that's how spirit will speak to you. You'll get ideas. You'll get this creative inspiration. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do it. I don't know. I got the same thing. You said facts. It's a fact. We all have something that we came here to do. And I believe that there's a certain point in time when you help somebody else in their business or, whatever it is that they do, okay, you learn, okay, because you are getting skills. You are learning different things. So everything that I did working in healthcare and working with patients, doing all this stuff, that taught me how to be a patient person. I know how to work with the public and work with people because I spent so many years working in healthcare. So that was a part of my experience, even though there came a point in time when I was like, I can't do this no more. All right. But that's how you know you've outgrown that cycle. That cycle has ended. Remember, we have cycles in life. So whatever it is that you're doing on your job, that's good. It's not bad. But once you start feeling like I need to move on, I can't do this anymore. Even if it's in your business, you say, okay, this is enough. Then it's time for you to do something else. Okay. It's time for you to do something else. And every step that you take is leading you closer and closer and closer to your purpose. You already have everything in you. You're just being developed along the way. Okay? So do the thing. You may have to start it on the side. Like for me, I started my YouTube on the side years ago. When all y'all see me on YouTube, I started that on the side. I was working full time. And I would come home at night and do my YouTube videos. And my videos was dark and raggedy and all that, I was just figuring it out and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that I finally had a community. I enjoyed that, I was learning my spiritual gifts because I didn't know my spiritual gifts, especially working on a job. I didn't know that I had these gifts. And it gave me the opportunity to learn. So I just did it on the side. And then there came a point in time when I was guided to turn in my 2 weeks notice. I didn't have another job set up. I did not know what was going to happen. I knew that I had $5,000 from my income tax return. Okay. Because I'm calculated like that. Okay. I'm just saying. So I said, okay, well, I got my $5,000. That means that I have a career. So I can always go find a job. That's not a problem. But I'm just going to give myself some time to see where this goes. And do you know that my YouTube channel did not start taking off until I fully stopped doing the job thing. Stop working, stop doing life insurance, everything I was doing on the side, real estate, all that, okay, everything, stop. And I went all in on my YouTube channel. You gotta take that leap of faith when you're rolling with spirit. I don't know nothing else. Because I've tried it my way. And I think that we all go through this phase where we try it our own way and it doesn't work out. We think we should go this way, we go that way, and it's like, Then you go this way and you say, But you think you know. But on the spiritual path, we always say, you don't know that you don't know what you don't know yet. But you go down the path and you keep going, and then Spirit will reveal things to you as you go. But if you stay stuck on this job or on this business or doing this thing, then you don't need the next step. You'll never know. You say you're talking today, I'm just saying, you'll never know. You say you tried it your way. We all tried our way. We all do. That's just a part of the journey. We start off, we just try to throw stuff at the wall, see what's going to work. We know we got to take care of ourselves. So that's all we know. And as, 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, remember we were teenagers, all we want to do is make money. All we want to do is make money. Okay, that makes sense. But when you get up into your 20s, okay, you're figuring it out. But 30s, 40s, 50s, you should not still be on that time. You still should not be on that, I just got to make money time. No. You need more structure than that. You need to know, okay, this is who I am. This is what I'm doing. This is what I want to do. This is what I'm going to do to get it done. It's not just about making money. We've been doing that. You've been making more money your whole entire life than you probably can add up. I'm telling you, you have made a lot of money in your life. If you got the opportunity to save up every single dollar that you work for, baby, that bank account will be looking real nice right now. But it doesn't. For most people, it don't. You do all that working and you still don't have enough money. Because I used to be like calling, like, can I have some gas money? Look, my man at the time, I'll be like, I need some gas to put in my car. Hold on, wait a minute. How you work every day? You ain't got no gas to put in the car. Ugh. We don't need to talk about that. Later. I just need some gas. I have no money to get to work because I was bad with money. I was. I didn't have the relationship with money that I have now. Now I understand that, it's not even about making the money. It's not even about that because it's levels. As you evolve spiritually, then you will learn. Spirit will teach you that you don't even need as much money. And then when Spirit is providing for you, meaning that you don't have to pay your bills. I don't pay nothing. I don't work. I haven't worked in years. I told you I come on here once a week. But when you get into alignment with the source, Spirit will take care of your needs. I'm telling you, all you ladies out there, especially ladies that's stressed out on your job, thinking that you got to take care of your children, I'm telling you, you don't. All you have to do is start listening to that guidance that you're not listening to. You hear it. You know what you need to do. But you still keep doing the same thing over and over. And if you got a man, okay, sidebar, love the men's, but I'm just saying, you could be with a man right now that is blocking your connection to source. You could be looking at this man to take care of you and be your all in all when your creator is supposed to be your all in all. And he's blocking you. I'm just telling you what it is. You got to know that. You said, girl, I can go without it. My Bible. What'd you say? My Bible and avocado. It scrolled up, cousin. Write that again. You said talk to him. I'm just telling you the truth. I had to learn it. I was in a 15-year relationship. I didn't have to leave my ex. He didn't want to leave me and I didn't want to leave him. But I knew it was just something better for me. That was years ago. That was years before I started my YouTube channel. But I'm telling you, if I would have stayed with that man, and I'm not going to say nothing bad about him, okay? Rest his soul. I knew that was somebody I could always call on when I needed something. I just told you to always have my gas money when I run out my gas, okay? But he was at a place and I was at a place and we just outgrew each other. That happens. That happens in relationships. You can outgrow a person. And if they're not willing to grow with you, they will stop you from moving forward. It's the truth. And then you have to decide, am I going to love this person more than I love myself? Am I going to love this person more than I love myself? What am I going to do? As women, it's hard to do that, because sometimes men will leave you and then you're heartbroken. And then there'll come a point in time where sometimes you might have to let that man go. Even though you know his potential, even though you know he's this, he's that, he got your back and all that type of stuff. It's not always good to have somebody that can always be there for you all the time. Because I'm telling you the truth. Once you have to do it on your own, then you become responsible. So when I was no longer with my ex, I had to do better with my money, right? And that's what I did. I had to get my credit together. I had to do all the things. Buy my own house, move out of town, did all that. But I wouldn't have did that if I always had him right there. I wouldn't have did it. Because I didn't have to. And he wasn't rich. I'm not saying, he was rich enough like that. Because we was in our 20s still trying to make it. But anything he had, he would share it with me. He definitely would. And there are men that are like that. But they just don't want to grow. And they don't want you to grow either. Because if you start growing, then they know you're going to outgrow them. That's when we start to have an issue. I say, hey, buddy. Hey, I love you. But I don't love you more than I love myself. And a man can have you all up in your head. Women, y'all know a man, it's just something about it that can have you up in your head. You can't think straight. You said confirmation. You can't think straight. All you thinking about is this man. You think about your family. You think about the man. You think about, Then you have to choose, because I'm going to tell you, it wouldn't have been no Can Be the Light YouTube channel, spiritual mentor, mentor millions of people all over the world. It would not have been that. No. Because what I was doing online, he would have been like, what are you doing? Y'all know how men are. I'm just saying, men, we love y'all. But if you got a man, he going to have something to say about what you do. You just got to know that. You got to know it. And if you try to do something that he ain't with, then you going to do what it is that he wants you to do, because you don't want him to be upset. That's just what a good woman does, I believe, If you with a man, you can't just be like, well, I don't care what you say, I'm going to do whatever I want to do. Well, you're going to be single. And I wasn't like that. And I can say that's why I was with him for so long. I just wasn't like that in a relationship. And he didn't want me to do certain things. I just wouldn't do it. And y'all know how it goes, But I had to choose myself. I did. And it was hard. You said blocking the blessing. Yeah. It was hard. Because a lot of men, let me tell you something. They living for you. If you're that woman and they feel like you're their responsibility and we had children together, they living for you. And they're not supposed to live for you. Even though the world will tell them, you're supposed to live for your woman, you're supposed to take care of your woman, take care of your children. No. This man needs to connect to spirit. He needs to connect to the source. He does not need to live to provide for people. I don't know who told these men that. And that's the reason why right now all these men going crazy and they out their mind, because they are just trying to work and work and work. You're not supposed to do that. Nobody. No, and that includes men. They don't have to work hard to provide and pay all of the bills. It's not right. It's not right. But we have to connect to our Creator, I just told you, so our Creator can provide and help us to set up a lifestyle that we can work and we can rest. We'll have it all. We'll have it all. It's the truth. It's very true. You said, yes, we understand. It's, dang, it went back up. Hold on, cousin. It's cheaper to keep them sometimes. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. And I stayed for a long time because I didn't want to do it by myself. We was together since I was 19 years old. I did not want to go by myself. I did not. I didn't know what it was like to be alone. I didn't leave him till I was up in my 30s. I didn't know what it was like to fix my own car and do stuff like that, get my car fixed. Because he did that. I didn't have a man that didn't know how to do stuff. And I just knew that if I needed something, he was going to do it or he was going to figure it out. He was going to figure it out. Car problems? What's that? I don't know. He could fix his car. Because he just was that type of person. His family, they were all mechanics. His dad, brothers, all of them. So they all knew how to fix cars and they was real techie and all that type of stuff. Baby, I didn't do nothing. He used to tell me, your car need oil change. Your car, you need to do this to your car. Da-da-da, And I'm like, okay. I didn't know what he was like to do that on my own. But now I know. I know how to pop that hood and say, okay, I need to do this and that. Because I used to watch him a little bit. But now I know that I have to do certain things on my own. So that's all I'm saying. It's okay for you to have a man that wants to be there for you. But when you're outgrown a situation. And when a person is enabling you too. You can be in a relationship and this man is doing everything for you and he feel like that's what he's supposed to do, but he's not giving you the space for you to recognize who you are and what you came here to do. I came here to do something. I didn't come here just to be in a relationship or be a wife or a mother, even though that is a role for me. That is going to be a role for me whenever I do decide to get married. You know, we're supposed to be a wife and all those things, but that's not our sole existence. And you can be in a relationship with somebody and you're just with them and you feel like your purpose is to be a mother or be his wife. And you can be missing out on the thousands and thousands and millions of people that you're supposed to be helping, like me. So, I've had to do it. And I'm not telling y'all to do nothing that I would not do and that I haven't done. I've had to do it. You said how brave you are to leave. Yeah, they don't see that. Yeah, it is brave. It is a brave move. I've had to do some very brave things in my life, but I know that it's not about me. My life is not about me. Just like your life is not just about you. It's not just about you. Your children are watching, especially your daughters. They're watching you. If you're letting a man disrespect you and mistreat you and you crying all the time and all that, your daughter is watching you. And I'm telling you, she's going to do the same thing you're doing. She's going to do it. She's going to say, okay, this is how it's supposed to be. This is how my mom did it. And we can say, no, no, no. You need to have a man that's going to treat you like this. He's going to do this and that. But if she's not seeing you do that, then that's not what she's going to do. It don't matter what you say. It don't matter what you say. Because you haven't learned in that cycle. So whatever you haven't learned in that cycle, you will pass it down to your children. They'll have to learn it. So a lot of us are learning, and it's so heavy on us and intense because a lot of those lessons that our ancestors, people before us, grandparents and parents, they didn't learn those lessons. So we're getting a crash course in this generation. We're doing it all like boom, boom, boom. Okay. You learned so many lessons so fast. Those of you who are on the spiritual path, you're learning lessons so fast. Every 28 days, every moon cycle, you're knocking down lessons every cycle. I'm telling you how fast it's going. Because there's so many generations that have come before us that did not learn and did not do the thing. So we're here doing it. This is real. This is work. This is the work you hear people talking about. This is the work. Because we have something we came here to do. You said it's real. It's very real. We're not just here to look good and to have everything that we want. No. No. You said yes, dreams and all. It's scary. Yeah. Yeah, it is scary. It is very scary. That's why you have to slow down and take breaks. Because it can be very overwhelming. Your mind is being challenged. And you're going through so much spiritually. Okay? And if you don't slow down, then it will just, it'll be too much coming at you at once. It'll be too much. So a lot of us are being guided not to work. Like I told you, I took years off from work. But you may be even put in a position where you can't work anymore. But I'll tell you the same thing I tell our cousins in spiritual alignment class. Stay present. This is what Spirit is teaching you. Stay present. Don't look at that bank account for everything that you need. You look to our Creator and our source for everything that you need. And as long as you have everything that you need, stay in the boat and relax. Just relax. And we're learning this because the time is coming where we're not going to have all of the things. And a lot of us are being prepared for that time. Just calm down. Because if you think about it, you have the food you need, you have a place to stay, you have whatever you need, you got it. You may not have everything that you want and all the things you used to have and all this type of stuff, but Spirit is putting you in a position to where you have to slow down so you can hear. Because if you don't get slowed down, if Spirit don't slow you down, you'll keep going and going and you won't hear nothing. So things may start getting a little wonky, okay? You said sometimes I feel like I'm trying to catch up. Then I look up and say to myself, oh, I've been here. Yeah. Yeah. And every time you're doing it different. You're doing something different. You're responding different. You're becoming a different person. So that's what it's all about. That's what it's about. We're getting ready to go into a very tough cycle. All right. We are, and I'm talking about humanity. We are going into a very tough cycle. And spiritual alignment is so important. This is why I tell you all, join us in spiritual alignment class. It's a 4-week commitment to yourself. You will not know what to do unless you're connected to the source. And I'm here to tell you that there are things that you must do and there are things that you must stop doing in order for you to do that. There's no more God know my heart and I pray this many times and I read this Bible. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. Because what we'll do is we'll do whatever it is that we want to do, and then whatever spirit is guiding us to do from within, we won't want to do that. Because that's too hard. It's too hard. It's too hard to stop talking to this person. It's too hard to not answer my phone for my mama. It's too hard for me to not do. It's too hard. We don't want to do the hard things. But those are the things that you're supposed to be doing. And I'm here to tell you that our Creator is no respecter of person. There's no favoritism. All right? Either you're doing it or you're not. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. All right? So, you know I'm your favorite cousin Ken. I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you. It's your time. It's your time. And you came here to do something great, but you have to be developed. You have to be developed. You really do. You really do. And I know the world is getting better because even though we're going to go through this tough cycle, I've been through so many of these cycles. I know how it works. You're going to crash down to the bottom. We're all going to crash down to the bottom. But it doesn't stay there. We're not going to stay there. And there are those of us who came to construct the new earth, to do new things, to bring new things to this planet. And it's going to be a beautiful existence for those of us that are in that flow of spirit. It is. There are going to be a lot of people that are suffering. Like we read in the Bible, there are going to be most people that are suffering because they're still trying to live in the world system when they should have been out of the system a long time ago. There's a time for you to work in the system and do the things. Then there's a time for you to come out of it. And there are a lot of people who are upset with the way that the system is. Oh, the music industry is like this. Oh, the film industry is like this. Oh, this is like that. That is the way it's supposed to be. Those systems are supposed to be like that. That is a part of the old earth. They're supposed to be like that. Are you focusing on what you were created to do? Because you could be the next big filmmaker. So instead of you complaining about the one who's doing it the old way, why are you not doing the thing that Spirit is guiding you to do so that you can bring this newness to the planet? That's what you should be doing. Get focused. And if you're running in a race, but you're looking over this way, looking at what they're doing, then you're not going to be able to get to where you need to go. So this is why I always tell people to turn the news off. Turn the stuff off. I mean, you can listen to it, but don't just let it consume you. We know what's going on. Spirit is telling you what's going on. You're already getting the messages. We already know. Okay? Big deal. All right? Don't be afraid of all of that. Because when you're in alignment, then you know that it doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter. You're going to be safe. Your family's going to be safe. You're going to know what to do. You're going to know exactly what to do. You say you speak the truth. You're going to know what to do. But those of you that are afraid is because you're disconnected from the spirit. Spiritually disconnected. You're doing whatever you want to do. You've been living like that for so long, and then you get afraid about the things that are happening outside. When all this time, all these years, you should have been locked in with spirit whole time. Join us in spiritual alignment class. Okay? It's time. It's time. It's really not time to play around. And if you got to cut off your grandma, your daddy, your mama, your sister, your cousin, or your friend, whoever, it's worth it. It is worth it. Because there are a lot of people in your world that are going to be coming to you for support and guidance. You're going to be the one that people are coming to. What do we do? Where do we go? What should we? Okay, they're going to need to know. But if you don't know, then they're going to be going crazy and you're going to be going crazy right along with them. We're not doing that. Not over here. Not the women over here. Not over here. Nope. It's time. Okay? Get into your position. Do what it is that you know you were created to do. And if you don't know what you were created to do, that should be your main focus. Like, what else matters? What else matters in life? Going to work? Okay. I just told you go to work every day and make all that money and next year still be broke. Some of y'all, your working years are over working on the job, but you still keep doing it every day because you feel like you don't have anything else to do. You don't know what else to do. And I'm here to tell you that once you get in alignment with spirit, you'll know what to do. You will know. But if you don't know what to do, then that should be your focus every day. All right? In a spiritual alignment class, like I said, it's a 4-week commitment to yourself. Every week, you're going to be getting assignments. Every Sunday. And it's not hard, but these are assignments that are going to help you to get into alignment. Because many of us, especially women, we've been living out of alignment, doing things our own way for so long that these things that I'm going to give you to do, it's not hard. It's just you haven't been doing it. So commit to yourself to be consistent, to be disciplined. You have to be consistent and be disciplined. There's no more time for you to do whatever it is that you want to do. You eat how you want to eat. You live how you want to live. You go around these people you know that you can't stand and they can't stand you. You don't have time for that. You don't have time. It's time for you to do better for yourself and for your family. Okay? You say, can I ask a question? Yes, you can ask a question. Let me see. I'm going to be getting off of here in a minute. So if you want to join, just click my picture up there. Click the Lighthouse picture up there. And you'll see it. It's the link that's going to bounce out at you. It says Spiritual Alignment Class. There is a community of women here that are doing the same thing. We need support, women. Especially those of us that are raising children and doing this by ourselves. We need each other at this time. And community is so important. It is so important. So there is a community of women waiting to embrace you, waiting to help you in any way. And I love it. I love it. It's something that I always wanted in my life, is just to have a support system. And you have that. You do have support here. So you coming across this live right now at this time, or if you're watching this on YouTube, because I have the live replays on YouTube at the Lighthouse Women of Virtue. So if you want to watch all the live replays, you can watch them over there. But if you're watching me, I am here to let you know that you do have support. But I'm also here to let you know that there are some things that you're going to have to start doing. You have to get serious. Okay, you said, when you say spirit, do you mean Jesus Christ, Holy Spirit? Okay, so the reason why I say spirit, I'm a spiritual woman. But the reason why I say spirit is because spirit is the all right? There's only one spirit. And I know I grew up Christian too, but in religion, it's dissected, different names, different, this and that. When it's talking about spirit, spirit is the source of all life. Spirit is the creator of all life, not just the good, but also the negative forces as well. Okay? And that's something that in religion, we're not taught that. It's just good and bad. But I'm here to tell you that there's a reason for negative forces. They exist for a reason. And our creator created them for a reason. They also teach us and help us as well. Just like when you have negative experiences in your life, you normally learn from those experiences, right? So negative forces in the spiritual realm, they do the same thing, all right? And spirit is the source of everything. The trees, the birds, the sun, the moon, you, me, everything that has life is spirit, all right? So in the Bible, when it talks about spirit being with us everywhere that we go, I know that Christians refer to that as the Holy Spirit, but in spirituality, it's just spirit. That's it. It's just life. It's just the force of life. That's it. That's it. You said, what is the YouTube channel? The YouTube channel, so we have two. So we have the Lighthouse Women's Wellness Center on YouTube, which is over 400 guided videos over there. And then if you want to watch the live replays, and I just started recording more recently on our new channel, it is the Lighthouse Women of Virtue. So there's two channels. There's a podcast. There's a lot of resources. If you click on that picture, like I told you, there are a lot of resources for you ladies here. All right. You have support. We have a free guide. If you need guidance about anything in your life today, anything, I mean, relationships, finances and career, personal development, download your free guide. There are so many things for you here. You have support. You really do. It's just time. You have to take action. But I'm not the type that tells you what to do, because I can't tell you what to do because I'm a guide, okay? So I have to just, tell you the truth, and then you make a decision based off of what it is that you want to do, because you have free will. So our Creator gave us free will, and not even our Creator will say, this is what you need to do. But a lot of times people will say, this is what you need to do. You need to do this and that. I can't tell you that, okay? I can't tell you that. But I can tell you, this is the way. I can say that, but I can't tell you what to do, because you have to decide what's best for you. And then spirit will guide you from within. So there's only one spirit. There's only one source of life. And when you connect to this source, I'm telling you, you will know everything. You will have everything. You will not have to work hard in your life. You will not. You said, peace, so glad I found you. Been following from YouTube for years. News to TikTok. Hey, cousin. Yes, I was on YouTube for many years. I was, cousin. I'm back. I just had to do some work on myself. That's all. I had to do some work on myself. And I know a lot of people that would, thank you, cousin. A lot of people on my old YouTube channel can be the light. It's, I've grown. And people want you to stay the same. And on my old YouTube channel, I used to give a lot of messages. I used to give people answers, basically. I would give y'all the answers, tell y'all everything. But what Spirit guided me and told me was that this is not helping people to move forward, which it was not. It was making a lot of people come to me, look to me every day, looking for me. And, we all have our guys that we go to and we feel like we, get support from them. But I want you to be a guide. I want you to learn. And this is what Spirit wants for all of us. There comes a point in time where, okay, you'll have your help and your mentors. But then there comes a point in time where you need to be leading other people too. Because we're all a part of this one body. And we all have a role to play. And if everybody's just, looking at one person or going to other people, it's like we have so many people that need to come up. You said, I remember when you started working on yourself. Cousin, that was a long time ago, wasn't it? You said, very inspiring. Thank you, cousin. Look, deep sigh. I always say I didn't come out the box like this. I did not. And it is challenging. It is not easy. It is not an easy path. This is a spiritual path, which, I always have to say that because I just don't believe in the division of religion. I just don't, because I know that we're all here to do the same thing. No matter what you call it or whatever, we're all here to grow. And if we could just focus on the growth, if we could just focus on becoming better, then we will not focus in on the differences. A lot of times when we focus on, it has to be this way, it has to be that way, it has to be this word or say this name or whatever, then we get away from the growth. And many people are calling the names and doing the things and going to the church and the mosque, the synagogues, the temple, whatever, but they're not growing. And I know that that's not what our Creator wants for us. We are supposed to be growing. So that's what it's about over here. And I'm not just saying that. I didn't just read it from the book. I got it from the Spirit within, which is that Spirit that is with us everywhere we go. You don't need anybody to tell you anything. Sometimes, you might need a little guidance, and that's why I'm here. But ultimately, all I'm here to do is help you to connect to the Spirit that's already in you. You're already getting the guidance. You already got it. But a lot of times we go running outside of ourselves looking for support. And at this time, that's not going to work. Because you could be running to a person, and I'm telling you from my own experience, especially being on the spiritual path, you could be running to a person, you feel like, oh, this person's going to help me. And that could be a wolf in sheep's clothing. That person can really take your energy and do some things with it, or take your mind and do some things with it. There are some people you have to watch out for. And I want you to be safe and be protected. And I also know that in religion, we're not taught how to spiritually protect ourselves. We're not. It's just true, I have a lot of people in my family that are Christians, and they're being defeated by dark forces, okay? These negative entities, which are not bad. They do what they do. That's what they're supposed to do. But if you don't know how they operate, then they can control you. And that is the truth. And this is the reason why Yahshua, the Christ energy, this is why he came here to tell people, you have the power within you to do what you need to do. You have the power within you. You don't have to do it by the law or the book or the way. You are the way, okay? When you connect to the source, then you have these abilities to do greater things than even what I am doing. This is what he was telling people. And people did not like that because he was telling them that they had power. Because it went against what they believe. Because I know how people locked in about their belief now. Okay? Thank you, because I know. Because when I was heavy in the church and I was taking my kids to church and we was doing the church thing, you could not tell me nothing. I would be praying for you and praying that devil up off of you if you would have told me something about what I believe. So I know how it is. And it's not just Christians, it's all religion, because we're born into it. When you're born into something, you're born into a way of thinking. You can't just come and just tell people, no, you ain't supposed to think that that's wrong. No, I'm not going to tell you it's wrong. I'm going to say, keep what you got, your foundation, because I'm going to keep mine. I read my Bible, okay? Keep your foundation, but you also need to know the truth. There are some things that you need to know in order for you to keep evolving. And only Spirit can teach that to you. It comes from within. It's not going to come from the book, because we all know that if man gets their hand on something, they're going to change it. Okay? This is what it is. Hey, cousin, they're going to change it. So there have been some changes. There have been some changes. Thank you. There have been some changes. There's some things that have been put in. There's some things that have been taken out. Okay? But when you're connected to the Spirit, Spirit will tell you, okay, this is what you need to know, and don't pay that no mind. Don't pay that no mind. Keep going over that. But if you just read, like when I grew up, I was taught that the book, the Bible, that is it. That is the law. And that is the way. And there is no other way other than what's in the Bible. That's what I was taught. So I believe that. And everything that I did, if it went against what I read in the Bible, I felt like it was wrong. We're going all up into this, cousin. We're going all up into this. But I was heavy in it. My children didn't do certain things. I was trying to live a perfect life. And I felt like if I lived a perfect life, that I was in good standing with our Creator. Until I was guided to my spiritual path, which was totally outside of what I was raised to believe. And I didn't tell anybody about me being a spiritualist or things. I didn't tell nobody. People were online and they found me online. And my family found out because they found out I was online. But by then, I had hundreds of thousands of subscribers and millions of views and all that, okay? They didn't know. But once they started to open their mind to what I was doing, then they could see, okay, even though this isn't traditional religion, what I was doing was still helping people, but they felt like what I was doing at first, they felt like it was evil or it was bad, but it was helping people, and it helped me, and I was able to help my family the same way. Thank you, cousin. I was able to help my family the same way. And there comes a point in time when you have to get off the porch. You can't be safe. You can't be safe in the church. You can't be safe in the temple, or, you got to get into the game, You got to do some things that other people might feel like, oh, that's taboo. That's evil stuff. But I'm here to tell you, especially Africans here in America, listen, a lot of us have ancestors that come before us. They practice African spirituality. They practice and did those things. And I'm not telling you that that's what you should do, but I'm telling you that there are doors that have been opened, and those entities that were being fed by your ancestors, they're coming through to your generation, to your children's generation. And if you don't close those doors, or somebody don't close those doors, they're going to keep attacking your family. A lot of times people don't know that. See, this is what I'm telling you. You don't learn these things in church. Only Spirit can tell you. that your family is under a spiritual attack. And I'm not just going to say, oh, that's the devil. No, I'm going to tell you that this is the reason why you're being attacked. And I can do that. I can tell you this is where it's coming from. I can tell you what the entities are and how to remove them. But we're trying to go on day to day and get better and better and make more money and do this thing. And you're just trying to, go on and live your life. And in the spiritual realm, y'all getting hit upside the head. Everybody in your bloodline. Because there are forces on the other side that are connected, I believe, to every family. Who's going to defeat them? Do you defeat them by fighting them off? If you do, you'll be dead. You'll be gone. That's not how you do it. That's not how you do it. It's work to be done. And you evolving and growing and connecting to the source, this is how you get those entities off of your family. This is how you do it. Because you're connecting to the all. But I had to go down the spiritual path. I had to. You said it's true. It is true. I have ancestors that come from Louisiana and Arkansas. I come from that. I come from having spiritualists in my family. I come from that. So I always say the spirits are going to find you. Okay. And when I say spirits, then I'm talking about the entities on the other side. When you hear me say that, okay, I'm talking about the boys. They're going to find somebody in your bloodline. They're going to find somebody in your bloodline. And if you do, then you do. If you don't, then you don't. All right. But I did. And I can honestly say that if I did not go down that path and start to develop my spiritual gifts and my connection to sources on the other side, I would not be this person. I would not be this person. Yeah. You said we are the children of Israel. Yeah, see? It's deep. It's real deep. It's real deep. And a lot of people, they feel like connecting to entities on the other side and all of that is evil. It's not evil. It's just a part of the process. It's a part of your spiritual journey. You have support on the other side. You have angels on the other side. You have spirit guides on the other side. You have so much support on the other side. But we're taught to be afraid of that side because there's negative forces. Yes, there's negative forces, but there are also positive forces that are there to help you. And if you don't connect to those forces, then a lot of times you won't know certain things. I'm just telling you the truth. They've always been around to help humanity. Always. And that is the reason why our Creator created them. So we can read about them in the book and say, oh, angels and things like that, we read about it in the textbooks, right? But when it comes to really connecting to them and connecting to the forces over there, we say, that's evil. That's evil. And I'm like, no, it's really not. It's really not. It's a level. It's a level because you don't just straight up connect to our Creator. No, because we have to evolve and get to that point to being one with the source. That's why we have spiritual alignment class here, because there are levels that you have to go through to get to that higher self. It is a level. And many people stop on this level, religion, or they stop on this level, spirituality. They'll stop on these different levels. But you keep going the more you grow. The more you grow, you keep going up. You said, thank you. I can see clearly now. Yeah, it's levels. So for people who have your, altars and things like that, I'm not telling you not to have those things. I'm just saying that there are levels. So there's a time when you may need your guidance and all of that from your guides, okay? That's a level. But then there comes a time when you should be getting that straight connection from spirit for yourself. It's a time for that, okay? So don't be afraid of the spiritual realm. It's very real. It's very real. It's realer than this world. When I say realer, I say realer. It's realer than this world. It really is. And your connection to the other side will help you to navigate better down here. But when we don't have that connection to the other side, then we're down here thinking this is it. This is all there is. There is nothing else. This is the whole thing. And I'm telling you, It's more than that. You're just passing through. This is Earth school. So we're here to learn. You're just passing through here. All these things and family and jobs and business and all this stuff, we're just doing things here because we have this physical body. Our soul can do certain things because we have a physical body. Without the soul being inside of the body, you can't navigate here in this physical realm. So we're here navigating, but once your time is up here, then the light, which is your soul, which is who you really are, it will leave this body and it will go into a different dimension. It will not die. There is no death. You never died. You've always existed. You've existed in many different forms. You've had many different lifetimes, and your soul knows that. Your soul is your GPS to navigate through this existence. So your soul knows before this life what you were doing, what you're going to do in the next life, and what you came here to do. It knows everything. So when you connect to this aspect of you that is all-knowing, and you remove that fear of the spiritual realm, you'll understand that you are not the body. You are a soul. You are a spirit, a part of the all. Okay? We're just all at different levels of awareness. And the more you grow, then the more you'll connect to the source. And that's what it is. Hey, cousin. Hey, cousin. And that's what you came here to do. And every time you level up, it's just like a video game. Every time you level up spiritually, you get closer and closer and closer to the source. And the more you get closer and closer to source, you know more, you have greater abilities. All those great things that Christ said you can do, how you can touch people, heal the sick, raise the dead, you can do that. You can do that. But you cannot do that if you're afraid to move through these dimensions. You cannot do it. You can't do it from sitting in the seat and listening to somebody else feed you the word. You can't do it that way. You can't do it that way. If somebody is telling you, this is what you should eat, this is where you should go, this is where you won't get to your power that way. I just have to tell you. Now, when you get connected to the source, which is your creator will tell you, this is how you eat. Because you were created different from everybody else. So me, the way I eat now, I'm a vegetarian. Before I got on my spiritual path, I ate everything. Everything everybody else was eating. Chicken, burgers, nachos, all the stuff everybody eating. Then when I got on a spiritual path, then my creator, source, guided me from within to fast. Okay, so I started fasting. And once I started fasting, then I got greater and greater clarity. So if you really want clarity, this is the reason why when you join spiritual alignment class, the first thing I guide you to do is to fast. Fast from something. It doesn't have to be food, but normally it is. Fast. Once you start fasting, you're emptying out your vessel. You're emptying it out. A lot of times we have so much backed up in us, so much food, so much drink, so much things, so much this, okay? You start fasting, all of those blockages will start being removed, all right? Then you'll start to get guidance. And when you get that guidance, Spirit will tell you, this is how you eat, all right? So I'm vegetarian. I've been vegetarian for years. But that's how I'm supposed to eat. But how you're supposed to eat is different. And this is the reason why I say, you going to these people online, they'll tell you, oh, this is what's best for the body. And this is what's best for the brain. But you have to connect to Spirit so Spirit can tell you this is what's best for you. Because what's best for me may not be what's best for you. Just like you have different birds that eat different things, right? They're all birds, but all birds don't eat dead corpse or dead animals, okay? They don't eat that. Some eat seeds, some eat grass, some eat, or most of them eat worms. You know what I'm saying? But they all eat different things because they're different. And they don't mix. Okay, the red birds, the cardinals, they're not mixing with the crows. They have different groups. And it's supposed to be that way. And as humans, we're supposed to be the same way. It's no different. It's no different. So we do have our own tribes. And that's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. But what we say is, oh, we can just mix and be with whoever we want to be with. We can do whatever we want to do. We can eat whatever we want to eat. It don't matter. And I'm here to tell you that this is the reason why people up here can eat whatever we want to eat. It don't matter. And I'm here to tell you that this is the reason why people up here, they losing it up here. Because you're doing whatever and you're going against the natural flow. When you have respect for the natural flow, then life gets better for you. But when you say I'm going to do whatever I want to do, then you have problems. Okay? Thank you for the love, cousin. Okay? So I'm not saying anything against, for example, I'm not saying anything against people who mix races. You can mix races all you want to, okay? That's what you want to do. But I've talked to people who are mixed race, and I know how they feel. The confusion that they feel of never feeling this enough or that enough, never feeling black enough, never feeling white enough. You know, there's a confusion there. But that is because they've been mixed up that way because of their parents. I'm not saying that you can't do whatever you want to do. Do whatever you want to do. But if you're a mixed person and you're watching me right now, listen to me. You are both. And don't let nobody tell you that you are just black because you're black. You have black in you. You are both because you will feel both. And you are unique and you are different. See how that takes the confusion away? The confusion comes from the fact that somebody else telling you, oh no, if you're black, you mix, you have that in you, you're black. No, you're not. If you're black and white, you're black and white. If you're black and Mexican, you're black and Mexican. You're both. Okay? But when we mix races like that, that is a problem. But people who don't have to deal with that, they feel like, oh no, that's not a problem. Look at them, they're beautiful. That's because you want to do that, but you don't know how they feel. You don't know their struggle. You don't know what they had to go through. Okay? And it's like for some people that eat meat. Some people can eat meat perfectly fine. They all right. They can eat meat every single day of the week. It don't bother them at all. And then there's some people that can eat meat and they start feeling very bad for no reason, no good reason. They just start feeling bad. They just start feeling overwhelmed. They get all these emotions and thoughts and they don't know what's going on. That's because meat is not supposed to be in your body. You are the type of person that you do not do well with meat in your system. And women out there, if you are sleeping with a man, you have to monitor what he's putting in his body. Because what he's putting in his body, if he's putting himself in your body, now you got it in your body too. So if he's a heavy drinker or smoker or he's eating all this crazy food and then he come and he want to be with you and lay down with you and you start feeling all these crazy feelings, you don't know why, it's because the person that you're sleeping with, he's not disciplined. He's eating and doing all kind of stuff. And I don't care what it is. He could be drinking too much coffee. He could be doing too much of whatever. Especially, look, if he doing any type of substance or anything like that, women, I know you love the men. I know you love them. But you got to love yourself more. You really do. Now, if you living that life and he living that life, y'all both on that time, okay, different. But I'm talking about women that are spiritual. You cleaning yourself up. You doing this healing work. You doing all this and that. And then you go and sleep with a man and he's eating meat and stuff like that. That will throw you off. You said it makes sense. Yes. You said, thank you so much for this. I've been eating watermelon since last week. My God, this morning. Yes, yes. And see, Spirit will guide you to do that. I love watermelon. I love it. And believe it or not, women, I'm going to tell you this. If we want our men to change, then we have to change first. And I know what society says. Society says that the man is the leader. But if you ever been in a relationship with a man, you know how much that they value what you say. If they value you, they value what you say. They'll ask you everything. They will call you. You be like, what, babe? Hey, babe, what you think about this? Hey, what you think about that? They will call you all the time, asking you questions all the time. Like, this man don't quit calling my phone. They value what you say. They do. And they need that. And I honestly believe that a lot of these men, they're going through so much. They just want some support, you know, because they have that beast-like energy. That's just what they have in them. They do. But just imagine having a beast-like energy and being out here in the world. You can have where you want, what you want. You can do what you want. You're all over the place and crazy. They just need a woman to say, look, I don't want nothing from you. I don't want nothing from you. You just need to know this. And just tell the man the truth. Be his friend and get to know him. Get to know the soul of this man because they need it so bad. They need it so bad. You said, what about biscuits? Oh, okay. So, with biscuits, make your own. I make my own bread. Make your own biscuits. Make your own gravy. Make everything on your own. But again, you have to have time to do that. You have to have time. You said the man is not the leader. They're the protector. The truth is, it's about respect. You know, call him what you want. You can call him the leader. You can call him, I don't care what you call him. I don't care. I know men. I do. I know them. I know their heart. And I know they're under a lot of stress. And a lot of times, they won't even tell you that because they feel like they're supposed to be protecting and leading and all these things. And they don't have a place where it's safe for them to just let go and just say, you know what? You don't have to be nothing right now. You don't have to be nothing right now. Just be here. Just be present. And just be whoever you want to be. You don't have to put on for me. You don't have to put on for the world. You don't have to do nothing. I know men. They put on their brave face. They're supposed to. They're supposed to. They're looked at as the leader. But as a woman, you have to be able to see through all of that and say, oh, okay, I see you. I see you. You can put on for everybody else, but I see you. And then you'll be surprised how they drop that guard down. Sometimes you need to just tell the man to lay down. Just, it's okay. Refresh yourself. You say you could be their friend. Be prepared for what you're about to see. Yeah. You do have to be prepared for what you're about to see if you want to be their friend. Because a lot of these things men are holding inside. They're holding it inside. They don't want to tell nobody what's really going on. When I was in a relationship, I knew things about my ex that his own mama didn't know. Nobody knew. Nobody knew how he felt. I knew. They'll tell you their deepest, darkest secrets. They will tell you. If they trust you, they will tell you. They will. They'll cry to you. If they feel safe with you, they will do all of those things. You will not have to worry about, does he want me? Does he not want to be me? All these things. Listen, if a man is not in interacting with you in that way, and I need to get off of here because I've been on here too long. But if he's not connecting to you like that, either number one, he's not allowing himself to open up, which means he's probably been hurt. Or number two, he does not feel like if he was to tell you all these things that you can handle it. And a lot of women, we can't handle it. And I'm saying we because we're a collective. I'm not talking about me because I can. But if a man tells you the truth about what he really feels and what's going on, a lot of women will be like, judging. No, you ain't supposed to think like that. You ain't supposed to be like that, and making the man feel bad about what he told you. So a lot of times they won't tell you if they're tired, because if they tell you that they're tired and they're stressed out and you looking at him like, well, you're supposed to be a provider. You're supposed to be doing this and that. So he doesn't even feel safe to say that. And a lot of women, we are all crazy up in our head again. I'm saying we because we're collective, but I ain't like this. Okay? We have a hard time dealing with our own emotions. He's listening to you and you all over the place. He know he can't come to you and get what he need from you. He know he's going to have to be there for you. So he's like, look, I don't have time. He ain't going to tell you that though. He ain't going to tell you. He's not going to tell you, look, you need to get yourself together. I'm trying to keep my own head on straight. I ain't got time to be your daddy. He's not going to tell you that. You said call him weak or something. They need mental clarity and love as well. They do need that. They do need that. And I'm not saying lay down and be a doormat. And I'm not saying to have sex with him, because that's a lot of times where we fall short. If you wasn't having sex with the man, you just get to know the man, then you would not feel any type of way if he went on to be with somebody that's better for him. It's just what it is. Even if you are in a relationship with the man, if this man decides that he wants to go be with another woman is better for him. If you love him, then you're going to let him go be with that other woman. You're not going to tell him he's bad or wrong for not being with you. He's doing what's best for him. And if you love him, then you let him go to be with the person he wants to be with. That's his life. It's not y'all's life, okay? Now, if you're married, that's different because you took a vow to be together. This is you two being on the same team. So that's like you on this team today, you playing for the Raiders today, and then you go play for the Chiefs tomorrow. That's different. But if y'all just boyfriend, girlfriend, which most people just boyfriend, girlfriend, and then he decide that I don't want to be with you, I want to go be with somebody else. Let him go be with somebody else. If you had sex with him, that's your bad. If you had children by him, that's your bad because that was not your husband. I'm just saying. You said women don't know the power we possess. It's true, but we're learning. We're learning. It's taking us some time. You know, humanity is a little delayed. It's the truth. Men and women, we're a little slow. But we're learning. We are learning. It's taken us a lot of heartbreak, a lot of children, a lot of sadness, a lot of disappointment. It's taken us some time. But we are learning. We are learning our value. And you are valuable. And you become more and more valuable the more you focus in on yourself. You pay attention to how you feel. You love yourself. And stop letting these men run through you. You don't have to do it. Because they will wait for you. They will wait for you. They will appreciate you. And they will see that, dang, this is a real woman. This is a real woman. She ain't just letting me do whatever I want to do to her. She's a real woman. That's what they need. You say, I'm 28 and married with 4 kids, and I'm trying to step into my femininity. It's so hard, but my husband. The way you step into your femininity is you start focusing on yourself. Give yourself what you need. Even though you're married, you're in a relationship with this man, you have to have your own identity. You have to have your own sense of purpose. You have to have your own reason for getting up out of the bed in the morning. It can't be your husband. It can't be your kids. It got to be more than that. And I know that men want you to be right there to every beck and call, okay? You're going to do that and all of that. But a lot of times, men, they want to control. They do want to control. And you just have to know what kind of husband you got. If you have a husband that's controlling, hey, you know, you're going to have to ride it out. You're going to have to work it out. You said I got really quiet lately. Oh, he said you got really quiet lately. I'm trying to be in control of me and realize things really don't start unless I start. Yeah, it's all about you. And believe it or not, you become a better wife when you're better for yourself. You become a better mother when you're better for yourself. If you're stressed out, tired, overworked, following behind what everybody else say, you can't be your best self. So you have to focus in on yourself. Self-care is important. And I'm not just talking about nails done, hair done, and all that type of stuff. I'm talking about giving yourself what do you need. You're going to say it out of your mouth. This is your soul, okay? You're going to say out of your mouth what you need. I need to eat more fruits and vegetables. I need to start walking more. I need to drink more water. You're going to say it. It's going to come out of your mouth. Once you hear yourself saying these things, that is your cue. You need something. And you give it to yourself. He said, so true. You're going to say it. This is how our Creator created us to be. So you're not lost. It's just the things you know you need to do. You either suppress them or you put something else into place. So if, say, you know you want to start walking more or getting more active, then the children need to go to football practice 4 days a week. So you're taking them 4 days a week to football practice, and now you don't have time to walk. Well, instead of taking them 4 days a week, then you can take them 3 days, and you can spend 1 day going for your walk. He said he was raised to think men were the leader, but I let him think that because I realized, you know. And that's a woman's role. You're supposed to make the man think that he knows everything. You can't tell him that he don't, okay? He knows everything. He's a leader. Let him lead, you know. But we all know the truth. We know the truth. We know the truth. We know the truth. You said true. You said my spirit has been so high lately. Yeah. And the more you connect to spirit, I'm telling you, spirit will guide you on how to deal with this man. Because remember, you're connected to his creator and your creator. So if you have a man that's hard to deal with, don't go outside looking for guidance from nobody else. Go inside, you start praying. This is what women used to do back in the day, okay? You go in, you start praying for him, you start praying for your family, start fasting, you start eating better, start, really connected to the source, And once you get clarity, ask for it. How can I help him? What do I need to do? And spirit will tell you what to do. You said very true. Yeah, it's true. And spirit will tell you how to handle this man. If this is a man completely out of control, you can't help him, spirit will tell you that too. Look, you need to leave. You will know that. And I don't care if you married him or not, because you can marry a man that you want to marry, but that may not be your divine partner. So that could happen. It could happen. So be prepared. But if it's meant for you to stay and y'all supposed to work it out, then spirit will tell you how to have peace in your relationship and what you should do to move forward. You see, I talked to my mom yesterday, and she, and it fed her ego. You talking to her? Yeah. You said, I don't know what to believe. Are you Christian? I'm not. Well, I was raised Christian. I'm a spiritualist. You said, I've been the worst and bad part of him. I know all his secrets. Yeah. He said, no, she told me she told you to feed his ego and he will give you the world. Listen, you feed a man's ego. Oh my gosh. Look, you got to know how much to give him. Because I'm not saying that you shouldn't. I'm just saying that you should know how much to give him. Because if you overfeed anything, that's not good. But you are supposed to, you are supposed to feed a man's ego. They love that. But if you have a man that already think he on top of the world, sometimes that's not what he needs. You just have to pray about that. Ask spirit. Spirit will tell you. Spirit will tell you what to do. You say, I'm feeding mine. That part. That part. You said, can you explain the sick and awful feeling you feel while fasting and purging? Ooh, yeah, you can start feeling like that, especially if you start fasting for a long period of time. You can start feeling sick and awful and all those things. But all those things that need to come up, they're going to come up. They're going to come up, and you have to be prepared for that. So, again, rest is very important. You want to be drinking water, okay? And pay attention to yourself. Pay attention to your body and what you need. Take your spiritual baths. Every 28 days, I always tell y'all, every full moon or every new moon, you should be taking your spiritual baths. So you take your shower like you regularly would, and then run your bath water. Put you about 3 capfuls of apple cider vinegar and salt. You can use Epsom salt. You can use sea salt. But take your salt baths, because that will help to pull that energy out too. But it's going to come up. That is just one of the symptoms. It's just what it is. And you just let it come up. But while you're having those symptoms, you nurture yourself. So you have to know when it's time for you to push hard and be disciplined, and then also when it's time to draw back. You said it's healing, and you will feel so much better. And you will feel so much better. Yeah, you'll feel better, but the cycle has to pass. And there's nothing you can do about it. It's like when you get a cold, you go to the doctor, and the doctor say you just got to let the symptoms go. You just got to let the symptoms go. You just got to do it if you want to make it through. And the more you fast, it'll become better. But if you're just now fasting, you're just now starting off, you're going to have some tough times. So that's why I say in the beginning, just fast for 24 hours. If you can do a 24-hour fast, that's plenty. That's plenty. And then move up to 3 days. Just do it like that. But don't go all in on your first time saying, I'm going to go 40 days fasting. I fasted for 40 days. And I didn't fast it for 40 days the first time. No. Fast from something small that you really love. Like me, I loved chicken back in the day. So I fasted from chicken for probably about 9 days. And that's how I broke the habit of eating meat. It was the chicken, because I was addicted to chicken. I'm telling you, I just loved it. So when I fasted from chicken, that helped me. It really did help me. So if you want control of anything in your life, fast. Fast. If you're on social media too long, I fasted from social media for 40 days. I've done it. Sometimes you have to. And then when you come back, then you fix your algorithm. All right? And don't let all them people come through feeding you all kind of stuff that you don't need. You say, I have done it before and felt amazing afterwards. Yes. So the benefits are definitely worth it. It is. It is definitely worth it. Fasting makes you feel so good. So good. And I think a lot of people underestimate how important it is. It's so important. You said, I'm at the point where Spirit is telling me to move, but it feels like glue under my feet. Because it's not time. It's not time. And again, your soul knows what your body doesn't know. So your soul knows that you're going to be moving, you're going to be doing, okay, all the things, the whole story. But your body doesn't know it yet. So you slow down. Just slow down. Don't move faster than Spirit. Because Spirit is moving things around in the spiritual realm. And you have to be patient and wait. You have to wait. Like a lot of gospel songs back in the day, they used to always talk about wait. You know, you wait on the Spirit. You wait. Because if you move past the Spirit, then you can end up in a place that you want it to be, but it's not time for you to be there. It's not time for you to be there. You say, telling me to drink water, walk, and take your vitamins. Okay, see? You already know. If I ask you what's one thing you know you need to start doing, you know. And if I ask you what's one thing that you know you need to stop doing, you know. So if you want to be better in a relationship, or, you know, you want to work it out in your relationships and all of that, you focus more on yourself. You really don't focus on the other person. You focus on yourself. And that will change the other person. Believe it or not. That will change them. So you're doing the right thing. All of you ladies, you're doing the right thing. Make sure y'all join us in spiritual alignment class if you need support, because I have a lot of resources. And we have our private group chat, so we can chat like this all the time. I chat like this all the time with the ladies over there. So you say, oh my God, you're speaking to me. Yes, it's the truth. It is the truth. You know what you need to do. You do. You do. And if you're with a man and you know it's worth it to work it out, then, you know, you work it out. You make it work. It's not always about being happy and comfortable. You're not going to be happy and comfortable all the time in relationships. That's not what it's about. Relationships are opportunities for advancement. They help you to grow. They help you to grow. If it's toxic, if it's abusive, if it's stopping you from moving forward and all those things, okay, now you know you need to do what you got to do. If it's causing you to be sick or sad every day, you're crying and you're trying to figure out what's going on, okay, that ain't what I'm talking about. But if you got a man that just feel like he all that in 2 bags of chips, or he the leader and you this and that, they all gonna feel like that. They all feel like that. They feel like you their possession, especially when you get married. You take on a man's last name, you his property. That's how you gonna feel. He's responsible for you. And it's true, because you do want him to be responsible for you. You just don't want him to control you. So then you have to teach him how to treat you. You have to let him know, this is what I want, this is what I don't want. But that's all stuff you get smoothed out before you get married. Because once you married him, you in there. Now you have to figure it out from the inside. You say, I only feel like I need to leave my marriage when I am on social media and I start thinking about the past. Girl, you gonna leave your marriage for social media? You know what you need to do. I'm not going to tell you not to or to do it. Again, I can't tell you what to do. But follow that guidance from Spirit. You know what you need to do. You said, no, they just be talking about things that happened in our past and I get angry about it. Okay, but if it happened in the past, it's the past. When you're in a marriage, you have to be able to let things go. You're learning. And it's all about compromise. Relationships are about compromise. And if you forgave him, you said, I forgive you, okay, we're going to move forward, then you have to be a woman of your word. You can't bring it back up and get emotional. A lot of times when we do that, we get emotional. We say, oh, I can't forget. Well, if you can't forget, then you might as well leave. Go ahead, go. Go ahead. But you know you don't want to. That's why you're still there. You don't want to leave that man. He's not perfect. Men are not perfect. They're going to do some things. They're going to do some things. You just have to see, okay, can I deal with this? Is this something I can deal with? And if it's something that he did in the past and he's really sorry about it and he's like, I'm not going to do that again, you have to know that's what comes along with it. They're going to do that. So you got to leave it in the past, but make sure it doesn't happen again. Yep, just leave it in the past, let it go, and pray about it. You know, pray about whatever you need. Don't forget to pray, because our Creator answers our prayers. So if you need support, or if you need healing, or whatever it is, because if it's still coming up, you're being triggered. Triggers are not bad. That just means that you're not over it. So you need to process it. You need to process those emotions. Why do you feel like this? Are you still feeling some type of way? Okay, process those things, and you can do that on your own. This is your healing work. Join us in spiritual alignment class. I'll help you. Yeah, if he doesn't want to change, that's different. You can't really work with a man that don't want to change. But if he's saying, I apologize and I want to keep my marriage and I will make it right, we have to know that men don't think like we do. They just don't. They don't. Just because you would never do it, it doesn't mean that he doesn't want to do it. And that's why I told you that men don't feel comfortable sharing certain things, because they know that if they tell you the truth, you're not going to be able to handle it. Your partner has to be able to handle, or be able to come to you and know that you can handle it. You can handle it. You say, I am out today. Oh, you say you out today? You said truth. Amen. You said so true. Yeah. And a man that loves you, he's not going to be constantly breaking your heart. He's not constantly going to be doing that. No. He's not. He's not. He's going to be thinking about you. He is going to be thinking about you. Trust me. He's going to be like, I can't do it to my baby. I can't do it to my baby. I can't do it to my baby. He ain't going to keep doing it. It'll make him sick. It'll make him sick. If he love you, you said some men need to get left to change. I left my husband for 2 years and he changed. Yeah. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they do. That's why I said I'm not going to tell you to stay or leave. Because sometimes they won't change unless you leave. So it's like that too. You just have to know. They could be too much. Sometimes they could be doing too much. They need to be by themselves. But only you know that. You said, I have that relationship. I've been saying I'm in a relationship. Oh, okay. You said I was, but he was. Oh, you was in a relationship, but he wasn't. Yeah. I think women, we do that. We do that. We definitely do that. We be in a relationship all by ourselves. Man just doing whatever he want to do. That's why I say you got to let him go. You said when you are kind, they take it for granted. That's why you can't be kind. I'm not telling you be kind to a man. Don't be kind to a man. No. You can be gentle and firm at the same time. Okay? You got to be both. You got to have a balance. Because if you're too nice to him, he's going to run all over you. If you're too mean and you're too forward, then he's going to feel like, okay, you know, you're too aggressive for him. You have to know when to be what. That is a woman's role. Sometimes you need to be like, look, babe, you tripping, okay? And then sometimes you need to just be that listening ear. You have to know when to be what. But if you're always nice all the time, they will tell you, oh, yeah, I want a nice woman all the time. That might be what they want, but that ain't what they need. No. A man needs a woman that can stand on her own too and stand in what she's saying and mean what she's saying. That is what they need. For sure. That's the only way they'll grow. Because other than that, they'll be running around doing whatever it is that they want to do. Men are childish. I don't know if y'all know that, but they are very childish. They have a childlike energy. It's just what it is. They dream a lot. They think a lot. They always got a new idea every day. You know, you got to deal with all of that. You got to do with all of that. You got to follow him everywhere he goes. You know, you got to help reel him back in sometimes. Then you got to help push him out there when he ain't going when he need to. It's a responsibility. Being in a relationship. It's not easy. That's why, you know, women want to be in a relationship. It's like, that's work. Do the work on yourself first. And then go be in the relationship. Because I'm telling you, that is work. Y'all laughing out for real. You said it's hard to deal with. It is. Especially depending on kind of man you got. Depending on his experiences. What he's been through in his life and all that type of stuff. Yeah. Yeah, you can see him coming from a mile away. You said, oh, here comes the man. You said especially when You already had kids. Yes, God. Work on me because I can't handle it. Yeah, you got to work on you. You have to have a strong foundation to deal with a man. You do. You really do. Or they will devour you. And that's what's happening to a lot of women. Baby, they getting took up out the game by these men, boy. They just, and the men going from one to the next, one to the next. They just sweeping straight through the woman. It's like, woo. You didn't have your backbone strong. You got to get your backbone strong to deal with one of these men. So I'm telling you, you're going to be crying in the car like Red. Why are you crying? Oh, I don't know what to do with this man. He's just doing man stuff being a man. That's it. And you have to know, you know, what to be at what time. Sometimes you may have to disappear for a little bit. Sometimes you may have to do that. I'm not saying play no games. I'm just saying it's true. Because when men know you always going to be there and they can do whatever they want to do, it's okay. Well, maybe you need to miss me for a little bit. Or maybe I need to go take me some time to myself and see what I really want. A man is not your end-all be-all. He's your partner. You said he will become weak in the worst way. You said just listen to him and obey. This man said listen to the man and obey. Cha. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Captain Winky. Okay, we gonna listen. We gonna cook. We gonna clean. You said I've been with my husband 24 years. I'm not getting married. I had to teach him a lot. Yes. And most women that have been married for a long time, they will all say, my husband was not like this when I met him. I had to get him to be like this. Hey, cousin. You said, kid. Hey, cousin. You have to get him to be to a certain point. You know, you have to kind of mold him to be a certain type of way. He's not going to come to you ready. But a lot of women, we look into the man thinking that he's ready. He got all the answers. He's going to be this, and that. It's like, no, he needs you to help him to be a better person. That's why you're there to help him. Was the man created to help the woman? Yes. But nothing. You said that was funny. Yes. The men came in and said, listen and obey. Women, listen to the men and obey. Okay? That's all you need to do. All right. You said his mom thanked me for changing him. Yeah, a woman will change a man's life. It is the truth. If he wants to change. Because if he don't want to change, all you're going to do is spend years of your life going around and around the circle with this man. And it's going to stress you out. It's going to wear you out and everything else. You said, I haven't seen you in years. So happy you came back on my FYP. You was my favorite 2020. Hey, cousin. I know I was gone for a minute, cousin. I had to go do some healing. Just a little bit of healing. You know, get myself together, whatever. But I'm back. The live replay, y'all gonna find this on YouTube at the Lighthouse Women of Virtue. So make sure you subscribe over there. And then we also have the Lighthouse Women's Wellness Center YouTube channel. So it's 2 channels. You'll find everything in the description. Or not description, the profile. You see, I told him therapy or no marriage. Yeah. You had to tell him, like, look, I'm not settling for this. I'm not dealing with you like this. You got to get better. But some women just take him for how they are. They say, oh, this is how he is. He gonna always be like this. No, you're not. Not if he loves you. If he loves you and he feels like he does not want to lose you, he will change. He will change, I'm telling you. He said that's what we do. Heal and come back. Yep. And you'll know if he's changing because things will be getting better. But if it's 5-10 years down the line and he's still the same way, man, look, that man ain't trying to change. Sit him out there on the curb with the trash. No. I'm just playing. I'm just playing, man. Y'all not trash. You say, I accept the good and the bad, but not the unhealed. Nah, and you know what? A lot of men are going through this energy right now. I just told you we're going through this shift. So they're being forced to change. And this is spirit. All of the things that they have been trying to suppress, all of that, everything is coming up. These men are having to deal with their emotions, and they're not used to that. So a lot of them are going cuckoo right now. All right. So that's why a lot of women, you're being guided to abstain. You don't want to be dating. You don't want to do anything with them because they're going through a lot right now. And if they're not actively healing, or if they don't have a woman in their life to help them through the process, it's tough. It's tough. And when I say actively healing, I mean that they're taking time away from work to heal, because all they know is work. That's all they know. And when they work, then they're busy and they don't have to think about themselves. But that's changing. You say, yes, I told my husband 2 weeks ago, it's an energy and it's coming into our house. Yeah. And the more you heal, you can pick up on that. And if he's the one bringing the energies in, then you'll be like turned off from him. You won't want to be with him. Yeah. You said, teach, it's a fact. You said, all mine know is the streets. You said, all yours know is the street. That's all they know. That's all they know. But they're going to learn, regardless if they want to or not. That's why I was telling y'all last year that, that this year, that men are going to be going through some very tough times. They're going to be going through a lot of tough, mental issues. It's going to be hard for them. So pray for them. Pray for them. I know we want them to be whatever we want them to be, but they have to heal from the things that they've been through. They can't go through life. As this world is evolving and growing, we're going up higher and higher. Our frequency is raising up. The men have been on this lower frequency. They've been eating all kind of crazy foods. Some of them have a lot of addictions and, different things like that. That's low frequency. So they're having a difficult time keeping up with this energy. And even though you'll hear, they're trying to heal and they're going to nature and they're doing these things, they have to really be focused in on themselves. Just like I'm telling you, it's the same thing for them. Our Creator is not saying women are better than men. No, men need to focus on their healing too. This is how we're going to come together. We're not going to come together with the woman doing the healing and the man feeling like, oh, woman, you could help me heal. Because that's what we were doing in the past, right? Whatever the man couldn't do, we say, oh, baby, I'll help you. Oh, I'll help you. I'll do it. And then he doesn't have to do what he needs to do, and you're doing all of it. No, that's not acceptable anymore. That's not acceptable. You said, talk, queen, I'm telling you the truth. That's not acceptable. And I don't care what man admits it or not. Women will take up the slack for the man. Wherever he falls short, woman's right there. What you need? I got you. And they know it. But they can't do that anymore because it's every man and woman for ourselves. In this new world, either you're raising your vibration and you're going up, or you're going down. Okay? Down. Way down. And we have to be okay as women with letting people go. And that's hard for us. But we're learning too. Because some of us are having to release our family members, children, older children. All these things we have to release. Jobs, businesses. We're learning to release and not feel guilty about it. Because we've always felt guilty about the fact that we can't save everybody. We can't be there. We got to be there. We got to be there. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't have to be there jumping in, saving everybody with your life, with the life jackets they put on, jumping in the pool. You don't have to be there jumping in, saving everybody with your life, with the life jackets they put on, jumping in the pool anytime somebody needs something. Oh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. Enough for you. You try to take care of yourself. You don't have it to give to nobody else. You don't. And Spirit is putting you in a position to where you can't. Now what you gonna do? Mind your business. Mind your business. Focus on yourself. This man knocking on your door. I got you some flowers. What do you say on that movie? Oh, Jason Lears, he came up with the flowers. Mad Dog. Mad Dog with Mad Dog. It's going to be some men come back up. They're going to be mad. Because they know you got the energy. They're going to be saying, I got you some flowers. Nah, man, dog. Flowers. Mm-mm. Nah, man, dog. Yeah, a lot of these men gone long time ago. You just gotta know what you're dealing with. You gotta know what you're dealing with. I'm telling you. Some of these men gone. They gone. They got addictions like crazy. They doing all kind of stuff. Man, they want to just come and deposit it into you. And then you trying to figure out why you can't get your mind right. Why you all over the place. Because this man, okay? That's a red flag. If a man has addictions, listen. I'm not telling you to judge the man. But I'm telling you to judge the man. All right? If he does not have self-control, then you're not going to have self-control if you're sleeping with him. You're not. You're not. You're going to be fighting against yourself. And then what will happen is every time you're intimate with this person, y'all could be perfectly fine. And as soon as you start sleeping with this person, it's a problem. You're like, dang, why every time we sleep together, it's a problem? It's supposed to be getting better. And you getting on my nerve. That's why. So you have to love yourself more. You have to pay attention to these men. You have to pay attention to them. Because they're like, oh, you know, the man can do whatever he want to do. Let him believe that. You say, I miss you so much through some hard times. You used to tickle me so. Because I'm here. You already know. I'm still goofy as ever, but I'm going to tell you the truth. Okay? I'm still here. Make sure y'all join us in spiritual alignment class because I want to get to know y'all. Because in spiritual alignment class, look, I get to text with y'all and talk to y'all. We have our private community. So if y'all sign up today, today's Thursday, you're going to get your first assignments on Sunday. All right. But today you'll get the link to join our private community. And you'll see us women already over there. So everybody going to greet you and everything. Like, we need to work together. All right. We going to get with the men's. But we got to get ourselves together first. So, you know, pay attention to him. If you love him, then, you know, pay attention to him. If you want to be in a real solid relationship and you're working on yourself, keep doing that. Keep doing that because you're going to attract the excellent man because they are out here. I just told you, Spirit is healing these men. There's some men that have been celibate too. You think you're the only one abstaining? There are some men that have not been with other women, believe it or not. You might be like, no, men can't do that. Spirit is moving. Yes, they can. They can do it. If a man tell you that he cannot go without having sex, this is somebody who lacks discipline, especially if he's not married. So then you already know everything you need to know. So that means that if you're with this man, he's not going to be disciplined when it comes to the relationship. So do you want to marry him? Do you want to go forward with this man? They says, oh, no. I can't live without me a piece of that cookie. I need me some cookies. Okay? Because the vicious cycle. They get with one, that ain't enough. They get with another one, and that ain't enough. They get with another one, and that ain't enough. Because they don't understand that their wife is the one that's going to have all that they need. But they're not going to align with a wife that is healed if they're still moving like that. Okay? Because you laughing, I'm for real. But if no woman is requiring that, if we say, okay, well, this is what the man wants. He said he can't be without the cookies. He said, I got to do this and that, so I'm going to do it. Oh, women. You have power. You do. You do. And don't let nobody tell you that you're not valuable. You are. Especially when you're spiritually connected to the source. There's not a lot of women out here with the power to heal. You have the power to heal this man. To help him. You're valuable. You are valuable. A virtuous woman. Who can find her? Look. You're going to have to find you a virtuous woman because they all ain't virtuous. It's the facts. But when you become that, he's going to know. Oh, he's going to know. You say, I've been celibate for 4 years. He better come celibate too. That's right. That's right. That's right. So if you've been clean and you've been working on your energy for 4 years, This man been sleeping with hundreds of women, because I'm going to tell you the truth. Most men been sleeping with hundreds of women throughout their lifetime. It's a fact. But if you've been working on yourself, then why would you throw all that down? But if you've been working on yourself, then why would you throw all that down the drain just to be with a man that is not disciplined? Why would you throw all that down the drain just to be with a man that is not disciplined? Do you think our Creator is going to guide us to be abstinent or celibate? And they're doing it too. Some of them, they are. And they see the difference. How much? It's just the alignment, you know. It's the alignment. We cross paths with each other when it's time. It's the alignment, you know. It's the alignment. We cross paths with each other when it's time. And I told y'all that twin flame is real. Even though we went through a lot of that when we were in our early stages of spirituality, we thought that was a twin, but actually that person prepared you for your spiritual path and for your actual divine partnership. That's what they did. You said it's like casting your pearls before swine. That's a fact. That's a fact. And a lot of these men out here, baby, they... Okay, what's some little swine tricks they be doing? They swine. Okay, what's some little swine tricks they be doing? They swine. I don't care how they look. I don't care how good they look. You gotta see past all that. Okay? They put that cologne on, try to mesmerize you with that cologne. Do like this. They be putting on that cologne. Do like I can't smell nothing. Because sometimes they be coming around with that cologne on. You be like, and cover up something. Get you some, what's those little stoppers? Put them in your nose. Because you be thinking something about a man just by his cologne. All these... Take it off. You said, please save this live. I'm outside and my service is ghetto and I need this. Okay, it's going to be on the YouTube channel. Open the outfit on. Boy, they going to get this all lined up and all that. You be like, God. You be thinking you hit the jackpot, man. Energy be jacked up, man. Energy be wrong. Then they start talking all this spiritual stuff. You be like, hold on, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This man talking about spirituality. And he over here eating like this and drinking like this and doing this and that. You gonna be able to call it out. That's what I'm telling you. The more spiritually connected you become, he can't just run no cold game on you. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. For so long, when we've been letting these men run cold game on us. Cold game, like we don't know no better. When it comes to the man, we just lose our mind. We're successful in every other area. Cold game, like we don't know no better. When it comes to the man, we just lose our mind. We're successful in every other area. Man, huh? And we have to protect ourselves. You know? Protect yourself from these men. I'm not saying they all bad, and they all ain't good. And you know it. You know yourself from these men. I'm not saying they all bad, and they all ain't good. And you know it. You know it. You know, as a man right there. It's a whole beast right there. Don't underestimate what he can do. Because he will do it. If he's given an opportunity, he will do it. He will do it. You have to have your own foundation. You have to have your own thing going on. Get your connection to spirit. Listen to the guidance. I don't care what he show up looking like. If spirit say this is what's going on with this man, you have to know that. And sometimes as women we'll say, oh no, maybe it's not that. Maybe it ain't that. Is that. Is that. You don't know what he doing behind closed doors. You don't know what he watching. You don't know what he listening to. You don't know what groups he a part of. You don't know what this man is doing. You just don't know. You don't know. And it would be better for you to think of him as being, you know, on some other stuff than for you to put all your eggs in his basket, believing all in him, and then he on something else. It's like, nah, some other stuff than for you to put all your eggs in his basket, believing all in him, and then he on something else. It's like, nah, that's over. That's over. And then he on something else. It's like, nah, that's over. That's over. Can't do that. Can't do it. Can't do it. Not unless you want to go to another cycle. And trust me, I've been in a cycle, so I know what I'm talking about. The cycles. Over and over until you learn. It's not the man. The man is there to teach you. Just like I told you, negative experiences are necessary. They're there to teach you. He's not always supposed to treat you like a queen. Sometimes he's supposed to treat you like a fiend, because that's how you acting. I didn't say that. Cousin. Y'all like these glasses? I didn't say that. I did not say that. I like these glasses, because what y'all think? I didn't say that. I did not say that. I like these glasses, because what y'all think? You said, "Can't don't try to change." Ain't nothing new. Because then I like these, because you know what? My eyes be hurting sometimes when I be working and I be uploading and stuff. So I need some blue light glasses or something, because I'm like, I have to come on. Online. I already had some videos uploaded on TikTok. I just hit the button and then I got off the whole day, man. Sometimes my eyes, it just be too much. Like the artificial light be too much. So I've been trying to figure out, how am I gonna be online and my eyes be hurting? I don't know. You said it's good for your eyes. Another level of self-care. Yes, it is. You love them? Thank you, cousin. I gotta do something, because I'm like, I just can't. I can't. My head be hurting and everything. Like when I get off this live, I'm not gonna be online. I'm not. And I think that's a good thing too, because I will overdo it. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit said, you know why? Okay. How Spirit work? When you know you need to do something and you don't do it, how Spirit work? When you know you need to do something and you don't do it, then you have a little issue. Like, I gotta be real. I gotta tell you the truth. Because see, sometimes I can get on and I get a little over, you know, I overdo it sometimes. You said I bought, oh, you about to change up your look? But found out they were blue light. Oh, yeah. Oh, you bought some to change up your look and found out they were blue light. Yeah, they are blue light. Blue light glasses are good. And I had some, but they wasn't working. But I think, dang, Spirit gonna always make me tell the truth. I can't. They wasn't working because I was online too long. I was online too long. Could be. You said, okay, Spirit, I hear you. Yes, now my eyes starting to hurt. I said, oh, my age is kicking in. I thought it was my age and everything. I was just like, okay, you know, I am getting a little up there now. But the truth is, I need to have more self-control online. I do. It's true. It's true. And I don't even be looking at nothing but TikTok. I be laughing on TikTok. But TikTok be funny sometimes. I like it. I like it. So yesterday what I did, I watched some YouTube videos. But you know, we got YouTube on the TV. So I watched some YouTube videos yesterday, and it made my eyes feel a lot better, because it's not like so up on me. Like so up on my face. You said, yeah, I go live. And then I gotta go take a break to replenish my energy. Yeah. Same here. You said TikTok is so funny. It is. I was laughing at little kids and everything. I just be cracking up. It just be too much. Like, you never can run out of good content on TikTok. It is so good. And then in the midst of me laughing, I could be learning at the same time. And then I can just hop in on somebody live real quick and learn something real quick. Buy me a little course or something. And then I just jump off, you know. Self-control. So I'm definitely learning self-control. You said God is in TikTok. I'm trying to tell you, God is on TikTok. Look. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Look, Spirit said quit being funny. Okay. Okay. It's the truth though, cousin. It's just so much good stuff. Like, I know some people have like negative stuff on their TikTok, but I don't have that on my TikTok. I don't have that. So I guess it just depends on what you're looking at. Because I see like people opening up their businesses and I'm just so excited. It's just so good. It's so much. But you can't be on all the time because it is too much, you know. You said people are tapping into their creative gifts. Yes, it's so good. So many people doing good things. Oh my goodness. And then I've been watching those little babies, you know. You know those little AI babies? They got the little AI babies. And they be making them say stuff. Oh my goodness, it's too funny. You said, do I recommend any books? Okay, so if you go to the Lighthouse Women's Wellness Center, the YouTube channel, then you'll see a playlist. There's some audio books over there. It's probably about 20 books over there. And they're mostly geared towards self-development. So there's about 20 books on the playlist over there. So you'll find some helpful books there. And if you join Spiritual Alignment class, then I'll have links for those books if you want to purchase them. So yes, I do. Yes, ma'am. So I still be doing my work and stuff. I just sometimes I be scrolling. Okay, cousin, I love y'all so much. Okay, if you're a single mother, I gotta tell you this. If you are a single mother, make sure that you sign up for our wellness session. I do a wellness session for single mothers every month. So this next one is going to be on July the 13th on a Sunday. Spend some time working on yourself. And I'm going to be sending out energy healing. I've done it twice already. It was really good the first couple of times. And all the ladies was like, Ken, you got to do this more often. Like, this is good. You know, just like an energy reset and helping you all to work through, you know, anything that you've been through in past relationships and things like that. We need to process that. So join us on July the 13th. Set your calendar, set your timer. It's completely free. Just sign up and you will receive a private link to join. And that is, again, July the 13th. And it's a wellness session. So I'll be sharing my experience with you if you want to know more about me, my journey, what I've been through, things I'm doing, things I stopped doing, things I started doing, all that. I will share those things. And then also I'll be giving you some things to do. So make sure you bring your pen and your paper because I will be giving you some things to do. So I always talk to you all, but I'm always going to give you something that you can do now. Okay? So yes. Thank you, cousin. Oh my God, I miss you. I miss you too, cousin. Y'all don't make me cry. Don't make me cry. Y'all know I missed y'all. I missed y'all so much while I was gone. Oh my goodness. I was like, when I gave him my first channel, I did not know how we were going to get back together. I just knew that I was being guided to let the channel go. And that hurt me. That was one of the things I told you, because I've been doing some hard things. I do the hard things in life. I really do. I really do. But when I came back, I just heard TikTok. So Spirit was guiding me to come here to TikTok. And do you know, every time I go live, at least 5, 10, 20 of y'all gonna come on here and say, Kid, girl. It's like y'all just find me. And I know that Spirit, because I know how Spirit works. So it's like, okay, I just need to come on live. And I normally come on live once a week. I don't come on live every day, even though I would. If I could, I would. But Spirit's like, no. Like now, I've been on here too long. And I've been hearing Spirit tell me to get off about an hour ago. It's true. It's true. But I'm blabbing my mouth. I'm blabbing. But we just talking, okay? I'm not, giving y'all no message and nothing like that. I'm just talking. But normally I just come on for like an hour. And it's normally at the end of the week, so it'll be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, something like that. But no, not Saturday, because I rest on Saturday. Sabbath, off. And that's another thing, ladies. Don't forget your off day. Don't forget. Thank you, cousin. Thank you for the roses. I love y'all. We're back to heal. We're here to heal now. So all the things we went through, all that relationship stuff and all that, I'm here to help y'all work through all of that, because I don't want you just to see my transformation and think that I'm inspiring. It's time for you to transform It's your time. It is your time. There's some things you're going to have to do, but I'm here, okay? We're going to walk together. We're going to walk together. I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do. And I'm going to hold you accountable because you know I love you and we're going to play, but I ain't going to play with you, okay? All right? You came here to do something. You did. And if you're distracted, I'm going to tell you, okay, you're distracted. Focus, okay? Lock in. Lock in, because you came here to do something. And you're going to do it. You're going to do it. I know the women that I'm connecting with is a powerful collective of women that came here to transform humanity. You came here to make a shift in humanity. That's what you're going to do. In whatever industry or however you do it, it's going to be different. But you got to believe in yourself. And a lot of us, we struggle with believing in ourselves because of the things that we've been through in our life. So, I'm going to help y'all with it. Okay? All right, cousin. I'm reading the comments. Let me see. Oh, thank you for the follow, y'all. Nikki, you got #1 gifter. Thank you. Thank you, cousin. You said teach kid. Yep, so true. We have to focus. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Y'all so beautiful. Oh my goodness. My cousins are beautiful. I be seeing y'all. Y'all so beautiful. Oh my goodness. My cousins are beautiful. I be seeing y'all in spiritual alignment class because I told you in our private group we got a group chat. My goodness, my cousins are beautiful. I be seeing y'all in spiritual alignment class because I told you in our private group we got a group chat. So y'all put y'all little picture up there. Now take that away from you. You gotta go in. Now take that away from you. You gotta go in. Oh, baby. Okay. Thank you. You gotta go in. Oh, honey. And you came here to do something, but it's easy for us to lose that faith in ourselves because of all these things. It's like once you stop letting all this get up in your aura and this energy external, and you just keep your energy and you focus on yourself, baby, you're going to be a cold piece of work. I already know. I already know it. And a man's going to be so happy to have you. So don't worry about it. I got you. All right, cousin, I love y'all so much. Let me get off of here because I ain't going to be on here 3 hours today. I've been on here for 3 hours before. I don't know how people do it. I really do not know. But I love y'all. Thank y'all for the love. Thank you for the heart. Thank you for your patience with me because I'm on my journey too. And I don't want to be, you know, the type of person, which I know I can't be the type of person because I'm just not cut from that cloth. But I cannot be the type of person that's just saying something, but I'm not doing it. So when you don't see me, it's not because, you know, I don't want to be here. It's just I have to take time to work on myself. So when I tell you to take time to work on yourself, I'm doing the same thing. Okay? So make sure you're loving yourself more than anybody else. Take care of yourself. Join us in spiritual alignment class. I can't wait to see you. All of you that have joined, I will see y'all in a minute. And if you need any support from me, you'll know where to find me in spiritual alignment class, okay? I love y'all. Big heart. Oh, and do y'all social media fast, like me. I love y'all. You said right, so true. Yes, see y'all. I love y'all so much. Happy Juneteenth. And I'm going to tell you this. The best thing you can do for your ancestors, for your bloodline, is to do the best thing for you. That's the best thing you can do. Because by you doing the best thing for yourself, you're going to be able to help, so many people. I ain't going to get choked up. Nope. I ain't going to get choked up. You're going to help a lot of people. Okay? You're going to help a lot of people. And I'm just thinking about my own experience and how much I've been able to do, not only for my family and for my bloodline, but for the world. And I know it's because of the work I've done on myself. So take care of yourself first, and then you'll see what you're made of. You'll see. You said just scrolling past. Oh my God, you have thank you, an insanely beautiful aura. Thank you. It's work. It's the work, you know. I love y'all. I really do. I love y'all in my heart. And I'm sending y'all love and peaceful healing energy. And you are going to be so great. You say I stay crying on live. It's okay. You be crying on live because I have to stop crying on live. You said we got healed heart chakra, so we cried. Yes. Oh, my chakra. Yeah. My heart chakra is good. It's good. I don't mind crying. Now, for years, I didn't. I didn't used to cry. But now, baby, I'll drop a thug tear. I done lost my thug card. I can't even go back to the hood now. I'm done. I'm done. But thank you for recognizing the work, and just know it's all spirit. It's all spirit, and just follow that guidance that you're getting, because it's going to transform you. That's how you're going to transform. It's renewing your mind, renewing everything about you. It's following that guidance. So, all right, cousin, I'll talk to y'all soon. The live replay will be over on the Lighthouse Women of Virtue, and I'm not sure of how long this is going to be, but it's going to be over there. You say hello from Cleveland. Hey, cousin. Look, Cleveland. Okay. From the hood where they do the most good. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, everybody. Thank y'all. I love y'all so much. I just keep saying that, but I know that spirit. So tonight, when y'all go to sleep, listen to your frequencies. Turn on your frequency when you go to sleep. 528 hertz frequency. Go on YouTube and turn on your frequencies. And that's going to help your heart chakra to heal too. So our vibration is changing. Just listen to that. That's the love frequency, 528. Okay? You say, okay, thank you. You're welcome. You're very welcome. And I have more resources. Join us in Spiritual Alignment class. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.